Nicole Scott here from Mobile Geeks, taking a quick look at the Sony Xperia Z3 and, well, the HTC Desire I. Both of these phones are incredibly stylish and they are both waterproof. Under the hood, they are running very similar specifications. In terms of a Snapdragon 801 in both, well, this only has 2 GB of RAM and the Sony has 3, and it's also running a higher clocked 801 at 2.5 GHz rather than the 2.3 here in the Desire. Now, another similarity is definitely the fact that they're both waterproof. But what's cool is they've done the waterproofing in 2 different ways. So we have a flap style here, kind of opens up and you have a seal. And then, if we just turn this around where the flaps are here on the Desire, there we go. You can see that they kind of have this like a 2-piece kind of way that they've decided to do the seal there, which I think is pretty different, and it kind of maintains this nice seal. The other thing that I like that HTC has done with this is that if you look at the bottom, they haven't covered the micro USB port with a flap. So they've done a kind of nano coating for waterproofing, similar to what would happen here at the top with the headphone jack. So I'm sure you've noticed the biggest difference here on the front is we have a giant 13 megapixel camera with a dual LED flash. Now here with the Sony, it's only 2.2, but on the back, we've got a 20.7 megapixel camera here and a 13.3. So Sony's rocking the two, or sorry, HTC's rocking the 2 same cameras on the front and back. Now the displays are, like I mentioned before, also 5.2 inches, 1080p. This has triluminous display technology, and they are both quite bright. But what we're doing right now is we're basically just focusing on a general size comparison and hand feel. Now, one of the things that you'll notice that I think is fantastic about these devices, because they're both very image-focused phones, that they both have a physical camera shutter button there. Now, there's definitely a thickness difference. So we have 8.5 millimeters here, 154 grams, and then we have 7.3 and 152 grams. So it might be thinner, but it's got the aluminum chassis around here that kind of adds weight, and then we also have the Gorilla Glass on the back. Both different markets. Sony's definitely going for like the high-end, totally premium, and the HTC Desire is kind of coming in at the high mid-range, right? So we're not talking flagship M8 pricing here, but we are talking a little bit higher than your Desire 816, mostly because of the IP rating and, well, the 2 massive cameras. So this has just been a really quick look to give you an idea of visually how the Desire I stacks up against the Sony Xperia Z3. Now, just very quickly, just so I can mention this, height-wise, the Desire is only supposed to be 1.8 millimeters higher, but it really does look like it's like 3 or 4 millimeters there. That's interesting on the spec sheet. Just thought I'd mention that, but they are pretty similar in height. So Nicole Scott here from Mobile Geeks, taking a look at 2 very interesting devices that are both waterproof. Yay!